So let's, I guess, wind it back to the first question we usually ask all of our guests here on the Ask Podcast, which is, what is your first animation memory? What's your first memory as a kid that made you either get interested in animation or the first time you've ever really been wowed by, hey, this fucking cartoon is great?
Would you like to go? Oh yeah, I know that one.
Let's hear it.
Well, the year was 1994. And I somehow had Beauty and the Beast behind the scenes VHS.
Yeah.
And watched that little sequence where they show James Baxter working away in his cubicle, and they're like, somehow James Baxter, he's got this chip in his head. He's like a computer. He can rotate Belle and the Beast in 3D in this 3D ballroom. And the camera like pans through the ballroom and it's got pencil test. And I'm like, as a kid, I'm like freaking out, like, holy shit, that's like a bunch of drawings. Like, how do you do that? That's amazing. Like, animation is so cool. Like,
wow.
Maybe like maybe one day I'll be a background designer, because like that seems like the not hard part.
That's what you thought right then and there?
I knew from a very early age. I was like, I'm gonna do backgrounds.
How wrong you were.
Wait, how old were you when you were watching this? 94, so I mean...
Oh, I was like 6.
You were like 6.
I was like 6 or 7, I saw that sequence.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight, man. That's a really good one. That's super specific and unique. A lot of times people are just like, oh, Looney Tunes. Well, it's like super on the nose. Yeah. That's great.
Well, I gotta, there was other times when I was like 13, I was watching King of the Hill, and I was like, who has to draw the boobs? Like, what is that a job? Like, what do the people think when they draw?
I want to just that.
Yeah. you wanted to specifically be the boob drawer.
Yeah.
Like they finished the whole cartoon and left the boobs.
Well, I thought there might be like a person who specialized in boob drawings.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, there isn't yet, but you could be that person.
I could be that.
Yeah.
I'm not really good enough to do that. Maybe Max could. Anyway, what about you, Max?
Yeah, Max, what's your first animation memory?
I mean, like every kid, I watched all the cartoons on TV, and I watched all the movies, the Disney movies. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the real like moment when like it clicked that it was drawings was, I think, a little bit later, when I was maybe like 13 and I was starting to go through, like cognizant changes where like I realized like that there was a world that I wasn't the center of. Come on, guys. And then
what?
No, that
no.
happened.
Wait,
so,
am I not the center of the world?
and I was in a video store. I don't know if you've heard of that, you young kids, but there were stores, and there was a fancy like arty one, and they had this movie on called The Triplets of Belleville in like 2002.
Yeah, that's about right.
And there was this scene of all these old women, and they were clapping their hands, and I said, fuck, I don't know how to draw hands. Like, and I was like, look how many good drawings of hands are in that scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great advice. If you draw hands, if you can draw hands, you can draw almost anything else.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was just like, damn, like, animation is awesome. I want to do it.
Yeah, so you were like 13 and you saw Triplets of Belleville in this little arty video store.
In a video store on the screen, had no idea what it was, didn't even see the movie for another couple years, but it was just that scene left an impact on me. So.
That's another super specific one. That's great. So were you guys like just gifted from the beginning as far as drawing goes, or did you guys have to like work your asses off?
No, I'm a hack, dude. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
No, I was like drawing like anime and tracing stuff. I mean, I traced stuff until I was like 16. I never even drew anything like legit. Until I was like in high school making like stick figures of my World of Warcraft character, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna try to draw this axe from memory.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, no, it was all the stuff I made before 18 was like awful.
Yeah, before I was about 15, I was really good at drawing Garfield. Like, I don't know, I think a lot of people can relate.
I think we had someone else on the podcast who said the same thing.
Yeah,
like Garfield was their go-to drawing.
I know.
Garfield
So and like Sonic are pretty.
Yes,
same,
I'm the Sonic one.
Yeah.
Well, the beauty with Sonic is you want to draw one eye and then draw two people's.
Yeah.
I also loved his shoes.
You also love what?
Sonic's shoes.
Oh, shoes. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Sonic's a great design.
Yeah. So
Tails.
So you guys basically, you had talent, but you needed to really hone it in order to like really bring your skills up in order to.
Well, I still don't have talent. I just
shut up.
practiced enough and it worked.
That's not the case.
You just copy and paste. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel imposter syndrome every time you make a line.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What do you mean imposter syndrome? You mean like you feel like you're ripping somebody off?
No, you feel like you don't know that you're in the wrong.
Oh, okay.
You shouldn't have this job.
That's normal.
You suck. Like, I mean, I do. Like, I'll make a line like, God damn. That was the worst line.
That's actually like really.
Fired.
That's really good advice for like people out there, because I'm sure a lot of people out there feel that way, that are trying to like get into the industry, and then they just doubt themselves, and maybe they don't even pursue it anymore. Is there any way that you can kind of get over that when you're drawing a line, you're like, oh fuck, dude, I suck. What do you tell
I
yourself?
know.
Oh well, that
So,
one.
so what does Sabrina think?
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, like, look up a lot of people's like progress work because you'll see that everybody's like work starts out as shit in the beginning. But yeah, that's my piece of advice.
Yeah. Or I might think to myself as I make like a really terrible line, like this is a terrible line, but you know what? It's better than everybody else in my class.
At least I'm doing it.
At least I'm the biggest fish in this pond.
You don't have to be the fastest in the world. You just have to outrun your friend from the bear.
That's true. So you were durable, but you were confident. That's what mattered.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think it's healthy to have a mix of confidence and unconfidence.
Yeah.
You need a reality check, but you can't let one overwhelm the other. Okay?
For sure.
The force needs balance. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say balance 50-50, man. You gotta make sure that scale doesn't tip.
Yeah.
For
So,
sure.
I can't remember where I heard this, but there's 3 steps when you draw.
Mhm.
There's thinking about what you're gonna draw.
Mhm.
That's step 1. Step 2 is drawing it, and step 3 is basking in the glory of what you've done.
I like step 3.
Yeah, so I like step 1 and 3.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
fucking hate step 2 because
no way.
every time you make a line, you're like very self-critical. But you know, it's like you got to bring the ring to Mordor. You just take that step, and you'll get there.
This podcast is just chock full of wonderful advice.
Yeah, the Eagles can't drop the ring in the fire of Mount Doom for you.
Exactly.
You have to do that journey.
Well,
Are
yeah.
you just gonna like spew a bunch of quotes?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
that's what this podcast is.
When I feel really
Wait, these
bad
are
though,
quotes. You guys aren't just making this up.
yeah.
We're that clever.
When I feel really bad though, I tell Brent, can you complete this drawing for me? And he says, I can't do it for you, but I can carry you. And then he fucking
He completes you.
yeah, he complete me.
You
Brent.
are Sam and Frodo.
I've been carried in a lot of
Brotherly
games
love,
before.
romance.
That's good.
Should I do the intro again, or are we good to go?
No.
Great.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
let's
We're
go.
good.
So there was an intro, and then there was about 45 seconds to a minute of awkwardness. That will serve as our musical intro today, just us rambling about nothing. And now, here we are.